Hi there, welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto, and excuse the rough voice. I'm a little bit ill still at the moment. I've got a bit of a cold and a cough and all that. So what I thought I'd do, because it's the first Friday of 2026, and Friday's the day, I believe, when these Multiverse X epochs end. So that's when you get the rewards if you do stuff there. Now the only thing I'm actually doing is nothing really. I've just got like a pile of XMEX. You can see this is XMEX here. So this is just the stuff that I've produced over the past God knows how many years, which is all pretty useless really, because I can't do anything with it. I can't, I can't. It's not liquid, so I can't swap it into anything. And you can't really do anything with it until it unlocks, and it doesn't unlock for 4 years after you get it. Now, I mean, there are options where you can sort of discharge it, but it costs you like loads of XMEX to do it, and I'm kind of betting on the fact that, in 2027, there's a possibility that MEX might be worth a little bit more than it is today. I'm not holding my breath on that though, because all it's done so far has just gone down in value ever since it first appeared. But nevertheless, what you do get is you get a little bit of rewards every week for just holding the XMEX. It's not a lot, but I thought it might make a bit of fun to do on a Friday. So literally all I've got here, I've got these tiny little bits that are currently unstaking. They've got like 3 days to go before they unstake. They're worth pretty much nothing though. And then I've got a little bit of e-gold that I'm just keeping for paying fees, the XMEX obviously, and then I've got the Zoid Pay, which I'm generally swapping everything into, because I think this does stand a chance of actually doing something this year. Anyway, so let's claim what we got, because this is actually looking not as bad as I thought it would. So if I go claim all, you can see it here. There's actually $8.32 of MEX, which is liquid MEX, and $6.37 of XMEX, which will be locked until next century or whatever it is. So let's claim this and see what happens. Okay, well, it's just one transaction to sign there. Okay, so I'm guessing now I should have some liquid MEX. Yeah, I have, yeah. Cool, okay. It's not a lot, but I should be able to swap that into Zoid Pay, which is what I'm going to do. So for that, I actually get 1,970 Zoid Pay, which is better than nothing. So if I look at the portfolio now, you can see that my XMEX position has increased a little bit, and I've now got a little bit more Zoid Pay. Okay, 602,000. Now then, regular viewers will know that I'm, trying to get some Zoid Pay together, because this is a project that I've been involved with for many years now, but I actually think it might turn good this month. It was something that's been mentioned quite a lot on X. So yeah, it's a risky one, but I'm willing to give it a go. The main reason being is they're actually moving from the Multiverse X blockchain to Solana, and that's going to happen with the Zoid Pay to other migrations. So the Zoid Pay tokens are going to become other tokens, which is a terrible name, I know, but nevertheless, the ratio is going to be 1-to-1. There is going to be a supply increase. There's going to be more other than what there is Zoid Pay. So, it's not perfect, but I don't know. The kind of business idea they've got for this, if it works, should be good. Now, I've been buying a bit of this on X Portal, as you can see. I've also been using Qcoin as well. And what I actually did was I made a purchase here back in November when the price went up. This was basically when they launched the migration site. Well, not launched it, but launched the information about it. And everything was looking pretty rosy. I think some people were hoping to get, something like the app out by the end of the year. That, of course, didn't happen. So, the price has come down quite a bit. So I actually bought at this level here back in November, this 0.006415. And the price is currently at 0.004134. This token, by the way, wins the record on KuCoin of having the ST, that's the special treatment tag, of having that for the longest period ever of a token without it being delisted. And I think that might be because they're going to build in some sort of like bridge type thing into KuCoin, where you will be able to swap your Zoid Pay for other token. Now, I don't know that for sure. It's just a sort of rumour and just, something that I know the Zoid Pay team are talking to KuCoin about, with the idea of eventually having a tag that hasn't got this ST tag. Because what that means for this is you can't deposit Zoid Pay, for example. I think you can withdraw it, but you can't deposit it. Because obviously what they don't want is people doing a sort of arbitrage thing between this and X Portal and sort of taking advantage of the price difference and just, swapping backwards and forwards and making money that way. So, yeah, I think that's the reason anyway. If it's not, let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, bearing this in mind, I thought I might try, buying a bit more on KuCoin because it's down 35% from when I last bought some. So, don't know, might be an idea. I mean, the liquidity on this platform is absolutely shocking. If you set a limit order, it just won't move for days. And you can see here in the order book that there's literally... it's just dust, really. These orders here of like 174 Zoid Pay, that is, virtually nothing. So there's just no activity whatsoever here. Nevertheless, I thought it might be a bit of fun, so I might do that in a future video. KuCoin are fairly sort of restrictive about what countries you can do stuff in. They don't like the UK, but just for the record, I am happy to say that I was able to not only do KYC with my Palau ID, but my Palau ID actually ran out a few days ago and I was actually able to renew it. So as far as they're concerned, I'm in Palau. If you want to know more about Palau IDs, just go to savewith.crypto.org/Palau and you'll find out all about it. But anyway, meanwhile, back on Xexchange, this is the sort of thing I'm going to be doing, just looking out for any rewards I've got and probably converting them to Zoid Pay if it's still below about 0.5%. So that's my plan, really. I mean, my portfolio, it's just Zoid Pay and then MEX, really. That's all it is. I did have great hopes for this back in 2020, but now I'm really not so sure. But I'd love to know what you think, so let me know in the comments down below. And while you're down there, please do give the video a great big fat like. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you've got the notifications turned on. And above all, tell your friends.